We'll see if North Fayette Valley indeed wants to keep the ball away from him, or maybe they say, hey, first game of the year, we need to test ourselves out, see where we're at special teams-wise. Let's give it a crack and see what happens.
Decorah has won 2 straight season openers. North Fayette Valley has won 5 straight season openers dating back to 2008. Tyler Jacobson will kick off from left to right. Colin Nimrod and Jake Hubden will stand in an I formation at about the 15 and 10-yard lines respectively. I'd imagine that's one of the ways to counter it, Chris.
Exactly. With that I formation you're describing, you have the 2 returners stacked on top of each other. That way, no matter which way the kick goes, you're letting Jake decide and get under that ball.
Jacobson has the football teed off, or to his left at the 40-yard line, or Johansson, I should say. Johansson has the okay from the referee, Charlie Zahn, and away we go. Here's the approach, 2014 underway. It bounces at the 15. Hubden takes it far side. Line at the 9, straight ahead 10, 15, 20. He's to the 25, and Jake whistled down near the 30-yard line. Brought down on the far side by David Jellings. They'll mark him at the 31, so good field position for Decorah.
Wobbly kick kind of came off the inside of the foot there. On impact, Jake not able to get under it in the air, but scooped it up. Made a nice play, waited for a few blocks to develop, and like you mentioned, pretty good starting field position for the Vikings.
Nolan Heffern split to the near left side. Wingback left is Nimrod. Leaps and Hubden split in an I formation behind Drake, scoring under his center. Zidlicki takes the snap, gives to Jake, bouncing left to the outside. He's to the 30, turns upfield, 35. Heffern, a nice block there. Tries to cut it back, and Jake knocked back on the near side numbers at the 40-yard line. So a nice play on first down of 9. Austin DeMuth, the stop for North Fayette Valley.
Heffern had a nice block out there at the split end position, pinning his guy in, allowing Jake first to cut back inside, tried to get outside again. But Heffern doing a nice job initially on that block outside.
2nd and 1 from the 40-yard line. Split backs, wing left Nimrod. Split to the left side is LaRue. Tight end on the right side is Eric Severson. Football left or near side hash mark. Vikes right to left. Here's the give up the middle, and it goes to Jake Hubden, and Hubden gets the first down to the 42-yard line, running tough between the tackles that time.
Yeah, and the old adage, 3 yards in a cloud of dust might not seem like a lot, but when that cloud of dust leads to a first down, you're going to take it every time.
Jared Boschke had the previous stop. First down and 10 from the 42-yard line, just underway, no score, 1 minute into the game. Football left or near side hash mark. Nimrod split to the far right side. Heffern to the near left side. Tight end right is Severson. Split backs with Hubden and Leaps. Scoring under his center, Zidlicki deploys Nimrod in motion, right to left. Dropping to throw is Jake. He'll roll out to his right side and get dumped. Back at the 34-yard line, the sack will be to Nashua Lansing.
Yeah, Lansing, the pressure there, and the pressure was immediate. Drake, really not a whole lot of time to set up to throw on that one.
2nd and 17, back to the 35-yard line. The football now in the center of the field for Decorah.
Drake did fine there. We just got a lot longer. Jake would have been there.
LaRue to the right side, Nimrod to the near side left. Tight end left to Severson. Hubden and Leaps split behind Scoring. Deploying in motion left to right is Nimrod. Pitch to Jake, left side, turns upfield. He's to the 40 and gets swept up to the 50-yard line. A little quick pitch on 2nd and 1. Tackling Nimrod was Ben Martin. It is a gain of 15. 3rd and 2 for Decorah.
Nice rebound play there for the offensive line of Decorah. Jake took the pitch, saw the block developing, and with that quick step, put his foot in the ground, cut it upfield just like you're supposed to.
9:42 to play first quarter, no score. 3rd and 2 for Decorah from the 50. Heffern to the right side. Nimrod, wing right, tight end left is Severson. Split backs, Leaps and Hubden give off the left side to Leaps. His first carry of the season will result in a first half as he's brought down between the numbers and the hash mark on the near side at the 45-yard line. The tackle to Tyler Johansson.
We talked a little bit in the pregame about the nerves and the adrenaline coming into week 1, and this is exactly how you get those things out of the way. As an offensive group, you go out, start stringing together a few plays, pick up a couple first downs.
1st and 10, 45-yard line, North Fayette Valley territory. Football left or near side hash mark. LaRue right. Wing right is Nimrod. Split backs, tight end left. Dropping the throw is Schurring. Schurring has time. Nice protection. He'll throw deep down the right sideline, and he'll go for Nimrod. Incomplete. Nimrod was covered along the sideline near the 15-yard line by Phil Clave. It's an incomplete pass, second down and 10, but you saw some improvement there with the pass protection, Chris.
Absolutely. A much better effort there from the offensive line. Allowed Drake a lot more time, and Drake just missed on that one, but the key there is if you're going to miss, you got to miss where the defense doesn't have a chance to pick it off.
9:05 to play, first quarter, no score. Second and 10 from the 45-yard line. Heffron to the right side. Wing right is Nimrod. I formation. Leaps and Hovden. Tight end left is Severson. Give to Jake. Left side. Finds a hole up the middle. He gets inside the 40 and gets bent back from near the 38-yard line. The stop to Josh Mackey. It's a gain of 7 yards.
It didn't look like there was going to be a whole lot of running room there initially. Jake had to kind of compress his body down to squeeze through that hole, but ends up picking up a nice gain, making this third down a lot more manageable.
Vikes converted their first third down a moment ago. No score, 8:39 to play, quarter number 1. 3rd and 3 from the North Fayette Valley 38. To the right side, LaRue. To the near side left is Nimrod. Tight end left is Severson. I with Hovden and Leaps. Schurring deploys Nimrod in motion left to right. Give is to Jake. Left side has the first down, and more gets brought down between the numbers and the hash mark. At the 32-yard line, the power side did its job right there. Tim Winter and Chris Hartman plowing the way for Jake Hovden. He was brought down by Seth Ruprick.
And you're talking to Coach Post in that pregame interview about the big play potential of this Vikings squad, but right now it's just kind of nickel and dime, particularly in the running game, and that's getting the job done so far.
And this is play number 9 of the drive, which started at the Decorah 31. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line in North Fayette Valley territory. Football left or near side hash mark. Schurring on the option, keeps it. Wasn't a lot there, and he gets covered up near the 33-yard line. Nashua Lansing, the primary defender, a loss of a yard.
Great push there from the defensive line of North Fayette Valley. It was a keeper play for Drake Schurring, but the play action fake to the fullback just took too long to develop because of that pressure.
2nd and 11, it'll be from the 33. Football left or near side hash mark. LaRue to the left side. Tight end right is Severson. Wing back left is Nimrod. Split backs with Jacob Leaps and Jake Hovden. Drake Schurring under his center. Carter Zidlicki. Nimrod in motion. He'll get the handoff on a wing back sweep to the right side. A block from Herman. He's to the 30, to the 20, and brought down right there. He was tripped up on the far side by Jared Boschke. Nice interference out front, and a good job of reading the blocks by Colin that time. 13 to the good and a first down for Decorah.
And you see something that Colin did at the end of that play there that I think all of the backs in this offense are especially good at is he doesn't look the biggest in stature, but he's not afraid to put that shoulder down at the end of the run.
7-minute mark, first quarter, no score. 1st and 10 from the North Fayette Valley 20-yard line. Football right or far side hash mark. I formation. Heffron split left. Wing left is Nimrod. Dropping a throw is Schurring. He's under pressure. He scrambles to his right. He turns upfield inside the 20 and gets dragged down at the 18-yard line. Last contact, Colton Coldwell. It's a gain of 2 yards.
It was a flood concept with the receivers coming to the near side. The only thing was the pressure also came from the near side. It forced Drake out towards that far sideline. He did really the only thing he could do, which was pull it down and run.
2nd and 8 from the 18-yard line. To the right side is LaRue. To the left side is Colin Nimrod. Tight end left is Severson. I formation with Hovden and Leaps. Football right or far side hash mark. Schurring under his center Zidlicki. Nimrod in motion left to right. Here is Schurring. Takes, gives up the middle to Jacob Leaps. He plows ahead off left guard to the 15-yard line. Jared Boschke and Tyler Johansson in on the stop. A gain of 3 to set up a 3rd and 5 for Decorah as we hit the halfway point of quarter number 1. Scoreless.
Yeah, we've seen the Vikings pick up a third down already on this drive. This one going to be their first attempt at a more moderate yardage to go situation. It'll be interesting to see what they dial up here.
They've converted a 3rd and 2 and a 3rd and 3. This is a 3rd and 5 from the North Fayette Valley 15-yard line. I formation. Heffron split to the left side. Schurring takes pitch to Hovden left side. Tries to bounce it left to the outside and turn upfield. And Martin brings him down with help from Austin DeMuth at the 14-yard line. Good lateral pursuit by the North Fayette secondary. A gain of a yard to set up a 4th down.
Tiger Hawks did a nice job stringing that one out towards the sideline. Exactly what you're taught to do. Jake tried to get the edge, but ended up having to cut back up the field, and it looks like the Vikes are going to go for it on this 4th down.
5:10 to play, first quarter, no score. 4th and 4 from the North Fayette Valley 14. LaRue split to the right side. Wing back right is Nimrod. That's the far side of the field. Split backs in the backfield. Severson tight end left. Skring takes, gives to Leaps. He stood up at the line of scrimmage and knocked back from the numbers at the 14-yard line. So the North Fayette Valley defense bends but doesn't break. Josh Mackey leading the charge. A nice first drive for Decorah. Problem, no points.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can come out and string those plays together, but if you don't finish the drive, it doesn't really count for much. And all things considered, a pretty decent first drive for an offensive group that there were some questions coming in about, but the North Fayette Valley defense bows its neck, gets a stop.
4:51 to play in the quarter. North Fayette Valley on their first offensive possession. 1st and 10 from their own 14, moving left to right. Double wing set, Mackey the lone setback. Here is the give to Ben Martin on a wing back sweep to the left side. Looking to turn upfield, gets dragged down across the 20, brought down on the far side hash mark at the 21-yard line. Leaps the defender. It's a gain of 7 yards.
A little bit of a jet sweep look there with the motion man getting the handoff. Probably got a little more to the edge than the Viking defense would have liked, but they end up making a stop, and now you put yourself in a position where you can still hold them from picking up a first down.
2nd and 3 from the North Fayette Valley 21-yard line. Played to the left side, double wing set. Mackey the lone setback. The tight end on the right side is Nick Baumler. Here is the give off the right side to Mackey, and he'll plow forward to near the 24-yard line. He'll be close to a first down as he came down in the arms of Corey Anderson. It's going to be about a 3rd down and 1 for North Fayette Valley. No score, 4-minute mark, first quarter.
The offensive unit for the Vikings was able to convert on 2 third downs on that opening drive, and now the first big test for this Viking defensive unit going to be right now 3rd and very short.
3rd, less than a yard from the 24-yard line. Double wing set. Mackey the lone setback. Trevor Hurd takes the snap, gives to Mackey left side, 1st down and more. He'll get across the 25 and brought down on the far side numbers at the 28-yard line. Brett LaRue, Garrett Wise on the stop, but a back like Mackey, who got 1,702 yards, he's going to be tough to stop with a good offensive line on 3rd and inches. So, 1st down and 10 from the North Fayette Valley 28-yard line. Here is Hurd dropping back to throw. No, he gave it off to Keener, and Keener tried to sweep it to the right side. He was brought down at the 27-yard line. Andy Sinkink on secondary run support. He was first to the football. Garrett Wise helped out. 2nd down and 10 upcoming.
Andy Sinkink carrying on what we learned from Zach Kern a few years ago, who says kickers can't come up and make a tackle.
2nd down and 10 from the 28-yard line. No score, 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. Mackey and Keenan are the backfield tandem. Hurd takes the snap, gives up the middle, and no, he threw it to the left side, and it's incomplete. He went for Nick Ballmer on the far side numbers at the 40-yard line. Brett LaRue had the coverage. It's 3rd down and 10 upcoming for North Fayette Valley. Pretty good play fake by Hurd that time. Granted, I'm not bright. He had me faked out, but the Decorah defense was not.
Yeah, the defensive backfield staying true and pretty blanketed coverage there. Anywhere that he was going to go with the ball, there was a defender.
3rd and 10 for North Fayette Valley at the 28-yard line. To the left side is Boschka, Keener, and Mackey in a split-back tandem. Hurd deploys Demuth in motion, and a counter look and a give to Keener. He's brought down back at the 26-yard line. First to the football was Chris Hartman. Leaps and Nimrod hurt down. It was the Decorah counter sweep look on a handoff to Keener, and he lost 2.
Double handoff, like you said, a concept that maybe some teams aren't familiar with, but when you're going up against a Decorah team that's been running that concept since 7th grade, they're going to be a little more prepared for it, and they were a great stop there on 3rd down.
So a 4th down upcoming for North Fayette Valley. Trevor Hurd is coming in for North Fayette Valley late. And then going back in punt formation is Phil Clave. Nimrod and Hovden back deep for Decorah. Snap back to Clave in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. Comes down to the far side, bounces at the 42, gets by Jake. Jake will pick it up on the far side, hash mark at the 26, runs to the 30. Flag down to the 35, and he'll escape out of bounds at the 40-yard line. We'll see what the laundry is all about. If it stands, it's a 48-yard punt and a return of 14, but something illegal happened, I think, on the Decorah side. It's an illegal block against Decorah. The illegal block occurred at the 40, so the Vikes will have it at the 30-yard line. Minute 55 to play here in quarter number 1. No score between Decorah and North Fayette Valley here in the season opener. We had a 55-minute delay to start this one out.
I'm not sure if Decorah could have really asked for a much better start other than to maybe finish that first drive. But, you come out, you run your offense, you drive the ball all the way down the field, and then you get a stop on your first defensive possession.
1:55 to go, quarter number 1. Vikes right to left, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. They started their first possession from the 31. Skirring takes, gives to Leaps, tripped up the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. Josh Mackey first to the football at the 30-yard line. Gain of 0, 2nd and 10.
And that interior of the North Fayette Valley defensive line seems to have, gotten their feet back under them, so to speak, after those first few plays of the game.
90 seconds to play in the quarter, 2nd and 10 for Decorah. Football towards the right or far side hash mark. Nimrod split to the near side left. Severson will be the tight end on that side of the line. LaRue off to the right. Split backs with Leaps and Hovden. Nimrod deployed in motion left to right. Skirring takes pitch to Hovden left side, gets a block, looks to turn upfield, gets to the 34-yard line and knocked back from there. Josh Mackey once again was first to the football. It's a gain of 4. 3rd down upcoming for Decorah. No score late first quarter.
And North Fayette Valley, on the plays that they've been successful, it's been because they've gotten a lot of hats to the ball, and they do it again there. Jake Hovden, though, you like what you're seeing from him out in those pitch plays, really sticking that foot in the ground, making quick decisions.
3rd and 7 from the 33-yard line. Vikes 2 of 3 on 3rd down conversions. Split backs in the backfield. Here is Skirring, takes the snap, drops back to throw, he's under pressure. Now flush to his left, has plenty of time, fires deep downfield, going for Heffern, incomplete! Near the 28-yard line on the near side numbers, coverage provided by Phil Clave. There was some hand fighting, but it was ruled incidental, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, a little bit of contact there, but, on a ball that's up for grabs like that, you're going to see that a lot of the time. Looked like the ball was maybe a little overshot anyway there, Darren.
33.6 to play in the quarter. Back deep to receive the punt, Derek Keener and Ben Martin. And Jacob Leaps, who averaged 39 yards a kick last year, will field the snap of Carter Zidlicki. Snap back in good shape, moves forward, gets the kick away. Nice one. This comes down to Keener. In fact, over his head, he let the ball bounce, and it dies down at the 15-yard line. 52 yards on the first punt of 2014 for Jacob Leaps. 24 seconds left, quarter number 1. No score to Decorah in North Fayette Valley.
That's a great punt right there. Nice spiraling kick. Got it to turn over in the air. North Fayette Valley probably would have liked to see a return attempt on that one, but as it stands, starting inside their own 20 again.
1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Moving left to right, no score after a 55-minute delay. Mackey will be the lone setback. Wing back right to Muth. Wing back left is Keener, and he'll go in motion. Hurd takes, gives to Mackey. Hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. He broke the tackle of Corey Anderson and got brought down at the 20-yard line by Garrett Wise, with help coming on the play from Tim Winter. It's 2nd down upcoming, and that'll be the final play of quarter number 1. And quarter number 1 is done. No score between Decorah and North Fayette Valley. And let's take a timeout for Hacker Nilsson CPAs and Business Consultants in Wenatchee with a 2nd and 6. They'll move right to left this quarter.
That's because we're marching down the field.
And the football will be on the far or right side hash mark. Mackey and Keener will be split behind Trevor Hurd. Austin DeMute, the wing back on the right side, and Boschka split to the right side. Hurd takes, gives to Keener, right side, tries to bounce it right to the outside, and got brought down on the far side numbers. Nice open field tackle by Colin Nimrod, bringing down Keener for only a gain of, call it 4, so it's 3rd down and about 4 to go.
To this point, it's been, mostly that front seven of the Vikings, making that penetration, stopping this North Fayette Valley running attack at the line of scrimmage. But like you mentioned there, Darren Nimrod coming up from that safety spot to make the tackle.
Our flag safety's good.
3rd and 3 from the 22. Football rider far side hash mark. Hurd takes, gives to Mackey, runs off left guard, gets ahead to the 26-yard line. It appears he will have the first down. Corey Anderson the stop for Decorah, and a gain of 4 yards for Josh Mackey. So both teams basically playing the way they traditionally play.
Yeah, both coming out trading blows here. Hasn't been a ton of success in the passing game. No success, I believe, in the passing game to this point. So definitely some classic Northeast Iowa football we're seeing so far.
Decorah 0 of 2 passing. North Fayette Valley is 0 for 1. 3rd and 4, or rather 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Clave to the split right side. Mackey and Keener split behind Hurd. Give to Keener, sweeping to the left side. Gets a block and turns upfield. He gets across the 30 and gets dragged down by Tim Winter with some help to the 32-yard line. Garrett Wise, Eric Severson also in on the stop, a gain of 6. North Fayette immediately to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 4 from the North Fayette Valley 32-yard line. Hurd takes the snap, gives to Mackey left side, big hole and more. He's to the 35, but gets brought down by Jake Hubden with some help from Brett LaRue at the 37-yard line. Mackey gets 5 at a first down, but that looked like it was going for a lot more. A good job of filling the hole by Jake.
Yeah, Jake coming up, not letting go once he made contact. And it's something to keep in mind that, if you look at some tape from last year on North Fayette Valley, not, the amount of yardage that they put up in the running game, but the variety with which they do it. You'll see them, in some pistol looks sometimes, a little bit of shotgun, and they're going with the hurry-up style offense.
And an equipment issue with one of the players, and Charlie Zahn allowing enough of a timeout for that to be remedied. North Fayette Valley moving right to left in a scoreless game, 10-20 to play here in the second quarter. Hurd takes the snap, dropping back to throw under pressure, dump right, incomplete. He threw it over the head of Josh Mackey, covered by Garrett Wise at the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. So both teams a combined 0 for 4, each team 0 for 2 in the passing game to this point.
There was a little bit of pressure there coming up the middle, but I think he thought he had less time than he actually did. Got it out of his hands rather quickly and overshot his receiver.
Football left or near side hash mark on a 2nd and 10 from the North Fayette Valley 36. To the left side will go Phil Clave and Austin DeMuth. Keener and Mackey split behind Trevor Hurd, who's under his center, takes the snap, gives to Mackey left side, has a hole, exploits it across the 40, lunges ahead to the 45-yard line, brought down on the play by Corey Anderson. It's a gain of 8 yards.
And now you're starting to see, that kind of power running style of North Fayette Valley. Mackey there not going down after the first contact.
North Fayette Valley 1 of 2 on 3rd downs, 3rd and 2 from the 45-yard line. Hurd takes, gives to Mackey, 1st down and more, lunging ahead to the 50-yard line. He was tripped up on the near side hash mark by Colin Nimrod. Mackey didn't get much of a gap, but got enough of one for a 5-yard gain and a 1st down.
And the Vikings actually had an opportunity to stuff him in the hole there, a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. Didn't make the tackle, and he fell forward for some extra yardage.
North Fayette Valley starting to run downhill. This will be the 9th play of their drive. 9:40 to play, quarter number 1, no score. Oshka and Martin to the right side. Keener and Mackey split behind Trevor Hurd, who takes the snap, drops back the throw. He rolls to his right. He throws the right side over the head of Mackey. Incomplete. Garrett Wise the coverage. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Hurd there again. It's that boot play to the far side of the field, and important there because he's a left-handed quarterback. It doesn't allow him to necessarily get all the way turned around and get his shoulders squared. So that might be what you're seeing in terms of overshooting these pass catchers.
2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line. 9:27 to play in the quarter. No score. Decorah and North Fayette Valley. We had a 55-minute weather delay before the start of this one, but we're happy to be back with football 2014. 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line. To the right side, Ben Martin and Boschke. Mackey and Keener split behind Hurd, who takes the snap. Keeper on the right side. Hurd trying to turn upfield. Jumping on his back is Aaron Severson, and he brings him down at the 49-yard line between the numbers and the hash mark on the far side. Only a gain of a yard for Hurd. It's 3rd and long for North Fayette Valley.
Great pursuit by Severson there. Came all the way from the opposite side of the formation to wrangle Hurd down. And a 3rd and long now for North Fayette Valley. It'll be interesting to see what they do considering the lack of success they've had to this point in the passing game.
3rd and almost 10 just inside the 50-yard line. 2 receivers to the left side. Mackey wingback left. Keener the lone setback. He'll get the pitch on the left side. Looking to turn upfield. He gets to the 45, starts to bounce it right to the outside. Gets as far as the 41-yard line. I think he's going to be inches shy of a first down. Tim Winter, Garrett Wise, the men who brought him down. It's going to be 4th and inches for North Fayette Valley, but an effective play on 3rd and 9. In fact, Charlie Zahn's going to bring in the crew. No, he is not. So 4th down and about less than a yard or so it appears, Chris.
Got to give credit there to the blockers out on the edge. Made it pretty easy to pick up those 9 yards.
4th and a yard from the 41. Give to Mackey. Left side. Stood up in the hole and knocked back. But I think he will have the first down. Jake Hubden was the man who knocked him back, and he made a pretty good play. But it is going to be a first down for North Fayette Valley.
Yeah, I mean, an outstanding defensive play there in any other situation, but an inches to go situation. But you definitely like what you see there from the Viking defense, being able to step up, fill that gap, and drive them backwards.
Decorah crowd complaining, but it was the right spot. Yeah. So 8 minutes to play in the quarter, no score. 2nd quarter, Decorah and North Fayette Valley. Balmer to the right side. To the left side is Clave. Keener in motion left to right. Hurd takes the snap, dropping back to throw. He'll fire the right side. He throws incomplete, and it was almost intercepted. Heffern had the coverage on Nick Balmer. The intended target was Martin, cutting from left to right near the 25-yard line. 2nd down.
And you got to wonder, with these kind of boot passes that North Fayette Valley is running, maybe it's a comfortability thing. Maybe it's where they're set up in terms of the hash marks, but it just doesn't seem natural for a left-handed quarterback to be rolling out to the right side of the field.
And he's done it every time. Yeah. 2nd and 10, 39-yard line football, left or near side hash mark. 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage and 3 backs in the backfield. Keener, Mackey, and DeMuth. Give to Mackey, right side, 1st down and more. Running downhill to the center of the field, and he just lunges ahead to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. Mackey brought down after some tough yardage there. The primary defender for Decorah was Nolan Heffern.
Mackey putting the shoulders down there, driving about 3 defenders who are hanging on him, and sets up again another 3rd and short. See if the Vikes can get a stop this time around.
North Fayette Valley 3 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 1 from the 30-yard line. Give to Mackey right side. 1st down and more. Now cuts it back to the left and gets dragged down at the 20-yard line. Aaron Severson, Jake Hubden brought him down. It is a gain of 10 for Mackey, who, once he gets going, he has a little bit of elusiveness to him, Chris.
Yeah, and give him some credit there. A lot of backs on those short yardage situations will kind of hone in on that yardage they need to gain. That time he picks up the 1st down, sees the entire field, and sees that cutback lane. Nice job of running on that one.
6:54 to play here in quarter number 2. No score to Decorah and North Fayette Valley. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Option right side. Hurd tries to bounce it right to the outside. Garrett Wise drags him down back at the 25-yard line between the numbers and the hash mark on the far side. A loss of 5.
Great play on that quarterback keeper Wise. Again, 2nd time this drive we've seen a player come from the opposite side of the formation to drag down Hurd on a quarterback keeper.
2nd and 15 from the 25-yard line. Football right or far side hash mark. No score as we approach the halfway point of quarter number 2. Clave split to the left side. Balmer tight end right. Wing back left is Mackey. Wing back right is DeMuth. Mackey is the lone setback. Robbing to throw is Hurd. Hurd looks to the left side. Fires the left side. Leaping attempt incomplete. Hubden had the coverage on Derek Keener between the numbers and the hash mark on the near side at the 12. It's 3rd down and long.
And that time they do roll out Hurd to the left side, and it's about as close as he's come to completing a pass tonight.
3rd and 15 at the 25-yard line, but the Hawks definitely in 4-down territory at this point. Football towards the right or far side hash mark on a 3rd and 15 from the 25.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a run here because even if you don't break it off and pick up the first down, you set yourself up. It's more of a two-play thinking process here for the offense.
3rd and 15 from the 25. North Fayette Valley 4 of 5 on 3rd downs, but this is their longest to-go situation of the night. Hurd takes the snap off, play action, has time, dumps right. Catch made by Bushka at the 15 to the 10 to the 5 to the end zone for the touchdown. Hurd completes his first pass, and it goes to Jared Boschka for the touchdown. 6 minutes to play, quarter number 2. It is North Fayette Valley leading 6-0.
Throwback pass there. The play action comes to the near side of the field. A receiver leaks out to that far side, and he's all alone over there. Pretty easy pitch and catch right there for North Fayette Valley.
85 yards and 18 plays, taking 6:36 off the clock. North Fayette Valley apparently not confident in their kicking game. They're going to go for 2. 2 receivers to the left side. Here is Hurd pitching to Keener left side. He runs into Jake Hugden, gets knocked back, and the PAT is no good. So 6 minutes to play, quarter number 2, a 6-0 lead for North Fayette Valley. And let's take a timeout for Kelly Reagan Chiropractic. 6-0 North Fayette, 85 yards, 18 plays, 6:36 off the clock. We've seen Decorah do that to teams often over the years. Chris, North Fayette Valley does that pretty good as well.
Yeah, and that's a little bit more of what I think we expected coming into this ball game from the North Fayette offense, just kind of stringing together some successful running plays. Ironically, they end up scoring on their first completed pass of the night.
Sam Poppin kicking off from right to left to restart the game. Here is a roller. Hits by Aaron Severson, taken by Nimrod at the 22 up the near side hash mark. He runs across the 30 and gets knocked back from the 33-yard line. So Decorah will start from there. 1st down and 10. Decorah had a nice drive, drove from their own 31 to the North Fayette Valley 14 on their initial drive, but before turning it over on downs. Their second series was a 3-and-out. This is their 3rd series, moving right to left, trailing 6-0. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Garrett Wise and Andy Sinking in I formation. Wing back left is Aaron Severson. Eric Severson, the tight end right. To the left side is Heffern. Here is Schuring. Takes and gives up the middle to Garrett Wise, and Wise fights forward to the 36-yard line and is knocked back from there. The progress was stopped as North Fayette Valley able to script the football, but it was after the play was down. Wise somehow got 3 yards on that play. I'm not sure how, Chris.
A little broken at the beginning there. It looked like Drake initially didn't want to give the ball up. It looked like he might have wanted to keep it, but Wise gets the carry, picks up decent yardage, all things considered.
5:20 left here in quarter number 2. 6-0 North Fayette. 2nd down and 7 from the 36-yard line. Here is the give to Andy Sinking into a crowd right side and gets dumped immediately at the 37-yard line. The tackle to Nashua Lansing.
And again, that interior of that defensive line for the Tiger Hawks really improved since that first drive for Decorah. They look a lot more comfortable in there, and they're getting a lot more push now.
Decorah 2 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 7 from the 36. Heffern to the left side. Aaron Severson to the near side right. Split backs with Wise and Sinking. And the tight end on the left side is Eric Severson. Dropping the throw is Schuring. Schuring has plenty of time now. Steps up in the pocket as it collapses. Schuring is wrestled down back at the 31-yard line. He was brought down on the play by Andrew Royce, and that was more of a coverage sack than anything.
Yeah, good coverage down the field. Also, again, some pretty immediate pressure at the outset of that play. Drake looked like he might get out of the first tackle, but did the wise thing and just ate the ball eventually.
Jacob Leaps will punt. His first punt was 52 yards. Ben Martin and Derek Keener back deep for Decorah as Leaps kicks it to the near side. It bounces at the 35 as he kicked it away from the return men, and Wise will be down to cover it up outside the numbers on the near side at the 28-yard line. So a 40-yard punt, no return. 3:51 to play here in quarter number 2. It's a 6-0 lead for North Fayette Valley. 1st and 10. They will have it moving right to left from their own 28-yard line. And kind of a key series here, knowing the fact that the Tiger Hawks will get the ball to start the second half, Chris.
Yeah, as you mentioned after that last drive, Darren, 6.5 minutes taken off the clock. If they're able to go down and score here before the half, they've really got an opportunity to make this, blow this out of the water early in the second half.
1st and 10 from the North Fayette Valley 28-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield and 2 tight ends. Hurd takes the snap, and I think everyone knew the snap count except the center. Everyone moved prior to the snap, and the first penalty of the night on North Fayette Valley.
Situation here for the Vikings now. North Fayette Valley makes the first mistake in terms of being penalized, but now, as a defensive unit, you have to take advantage of that, make those extra 5 yards hurt.
1st and 15, back to the 23-yard line. Football left or near side. Hash mark for the Hawks, leading 6-0. A Hurd to Boschka connection for 25 yards. And I guess in Fayette County, it's Boschka, I should say. I believe that's a distant cousin to Patroon, if I'm not mistaken. 1st and 15, back from the 23-yard line. Hurd takes, gives to Martin, runs to the left side, bounces left to the outside 25, near sideline to the 30, and knocked to the sideline by Andy Sinkink. They'll mark him at the 36-yard line. Nice play on 1st down on the wingback sweep to Martin to get 14.
Looked like Severson was going to be able to set the edge here on the near side, but the ball carrier got past him, and that's not making those extra 5 yards hurt there.
2nd and 3 from the North Fayette Valley 35-yard line, 3:43 to play till halftime. Coming up at halftime, we'll have an interview with Decorah Activities Director Adam Riley, and we'll have a Viking sports report. Also on the backside of halftime, we will begin simulcasting this game on FM 100.5. So in case we go past 10 o'clock, we'll have the game on FM 100.5. 2nd and 1 from the 31-yard line. Give to Mackey, right side, just plows forward and brag down at the 39-yard line. And a 1st down as Mackey was brought down on the play by Corey Anderson. And you often hear the phrase, this is not your father's something. Josh Mackey is your father's fullback.
That's exactly right. He's exactly what you would expect to see from a power running offense.
1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage, football in the center of the field. Hurd takes off, play action, dropping back to throw, fires down the middle of the field, picked it off! Andy Sinkink picked it off at the 40-yard line! Andy Sinkink gives Decorah the turnover with 3:14 to play till halftime.
And Hurd, again, they're forced to make that move, awkwardly getting his hips turned, not able to put enough mustard on the ball, underthrown, and Sinkink with a huge turnover here for the Vikings. But, we talked about it a little bit last year, Darren. Turnovers are great if you can force them, but if you don't make points out of them, what are they really good for?
3:14 to play till halftime. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Houghton and Leaf split behind Skirring. Receivers left and right. Tight end on the left side is Severson. In motion left to right is Aaron Severson. Skirring takes the snap, drops back to throw. Drake with time, throwing deep down the right sideline, going for Severson, and he misses. The pass incomplete. Severson was in a hand fight that time with Brody Woods on the near side numbers at the 42-yard line. 2nd down upcoming. Decorah fans wanting pass interference, but again, that's just one of those 50-50 balls, and nice to see the officials let them play.
Yeah, and I mean, the letter of the law there is that each player has an equal right to a ball that's hanging in the air, and I agree with you there, Darren. Not enough there to call anything either way.
Vikings Radio, 1240, KDEC Decorah. 2nd down and 10 from the 40-yard line. 3 minutes to play till halftime. 6-0 North Fayette. Skirring under his center, Carter Zidlicki. Split backs in the backfield and a long count. He'll take the snap, gives to Jake, right side. Looks for an opening, and he just collapses at the 42-yard line. Might have lost his footing. Mackey, the man that covered him up, and Jake's coming up and hobbling as Andy Sinkink will come in from the game. And Jake's in a lot of pain.
And we've been talking about his running style so far tonight. He's been able to stick that foot in the ground, make those quick cuts. It looked like that time when he planted his foot, something just didn't come down right.
Jake being attended to by trainer Kelly Rucker. 3rd and 8 from the 42-yard line. Sinkink and Leap split behind Drake Skirring, who takes the snap, drops back to throw. Skirring with time. Hit as he throws over the middle, and it's picked off by Cleve at the 45, far sideline to the 50. He's to the 45 and brought down on the far sideline at the 38-yard line in Decorah territory. Clave with the interception to answer the sinking interception. And with 2:16 to play here in the first half, North Fayette Valley in good position. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Decorah 39.
Drake again there with a little pressure in his face, but that's just a product of trying to make a play. And the old adage for quarterbacks is you don't want to throw it over the middle late in the play, and that's exactly what happened on that one.
2:16 to play till halftime. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Give to Mackey, and this time the Decorah defense responds as the football is on the right hash mark. Mackey tried to bounce it off left guard, and he got dragged down by Eric Severson at the 38. It's a gain of a yard.
He talked on North Fayette Valley's last possession about how important it is to get a stop here before the halftime break, and now with under 2 minutes remaining, it's that much more important.
2nd and 9 from the 38-yard line. Each team with all 3 timeouts remaining as we approach 100 seconds to play in the first half. 3 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Gives to Mackey right side. Slips ahead to the 35-yard line. Brought down on the far side hash mark, and North Fayette Valley will take their first timeout. Leaps was the man that brought him down, and it'll be a 3rd down and about 6 upcoming.
3rd down situation here. They take a timeout, and with the ball on the 35-yard line, a minute and a half left, you got to think that with the way their defense has performed here, they're definitely thinking 4 downs.
New Hampton leading Crestwood 35-0 in the 3rd quarter. Various scores, Turkey Valley leading 54-0 on Rockford. So it's 1st down and 10 at the 38-yard, or 3rd down and 6 at the 35 after the 1st down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Upcoming. North Fayette Valley with 2 timeouts remaining, and with 3 timeouts remaining, it is Decorah. Each team with interceptions in this quarter. Decorah had a good drive to start the game, but ever since that time, the North Fayette Valley defense has responded well. 3rd and 6 from the 35, and you can bet North Fayette Valley's in 2-down territory here anyway. 3 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends, football right or far side hash mark. Give to Mackey, left side, 1st down, and more. He's inside the 30. He gets brought down at the 25-yard line.
That was another one of those important downs. You've got them backed up 3rd and long, and now you allow them to pick up a 1st down. As time continues to roll here, it seems pretty clear that the Vikings probably won't get another offensive possession. So you need to have a stop on this drive.
1st down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's to give to Mackey. Mackey jumped on by Eric Severson, but he gives Eric Severson an 8-yard ride to the 17-yard line. And it'll be a timeout for North Fayette Valley. 2nd and 2 at the 17 with a minute 16 to play till halftime.
And you can see Severson there doing all he could. One arm around the shoulder, the other arm trying to rip the ball out of Mackey's hands, but the size and the power of Mackey, just too much on that one.
2nd and 2, it'll be from the 17-yard line. We mentioned Keener and Mackey both rushing for over 1,500 yards last year. 2 of 7 backs in the state to do so this past year. And Decorah will also see another one in Corey Russell from West Delaware later on this year. So, minute 16 to play till halftime. It's a 6-0 lead for the Tiger Hawks. An 85-yard, 18-play drive. Well, at our first quarter, most of the second quarter, it ended up in a Trevor Hurd to Jared Boschka connection for 25 yards on a 3rd and 15 play from the 25-yard line. 2nd and 2 from the 17. 3 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Hurd takes the snap, gives to Mackey once again, and he'll move forward and get inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And Mackey gets a gain of 5 at a 1st down upcoming.
1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
The other thing to keep in mind as we see the clock stopped here is every time they pick up a first down, they get a chance to kind of get their offense set. Obviously, the clock stops in high school football after a first down, not forced to use the remaining timeout.
1:10 to play till halftime, a 6-0 lead for the Tiger Hawks. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Hurd takes the snap, gives to Mackey, hitting the backfield and dragged down. They'll fire ahead to the 11-yard line, and North Fayette will use their final timeout. Eric Severson, the man that brought him down.
Now, with North Fayette Valley using that last timeout, the success from that defensive front seven of the Vikings is going to be critical here. If you can stack a couple plays up at the line of scrimmage or even in the backfield, it's really going to put the Tiger Hawks in a bind here in terms of time on the clock.
Decorah playing without Jake Hovden. He is sitting on the bench unattended to right now. He went out after a run on the previous series. And a second down upcoming for North Fayette Valley. 58.8 seconds to play till halftime. Coming up to halftime, an interview with Decorah High School Activities Director Adam Riley. We'll also have a Vikings sports report, and then for the rest of the night, we will simulcast the game on FM 100.5 and AM 1240 KDEC in case we go past 10 o'clock with the 55-minute delay tonight. The front came in about 6:30, and school officials and game officials made exactly the right call, and it's ended up being a pretty nice night for high school football. A couple of periods of rain here in the first half, but nothing major. 2nd and 9 from the 11-yard line. Mackey and Martin and Keener in the backfield. 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage. North Fayette right to left, football in the center of the field. Dropping a throw is Hurd. Loses the football as he drops back to throw, and Decorah has it, I do believe. Cody's on points. Decorah's direction. On the fumble recovery, it was Claire Huntington. Hurd dropped back to pass, and as he was looking to throw, the ball slipped out of his hands. Claire Huntington with the fumble recovery. Huge play for the Vikings.
You could see where Hurd wanted to go with the ball on that play. There was a receiver coming all alone. It was a little bit similar to the throwback they scored on earlier in the quarter. The coverage was there this time, and it sets up a huge turnover for the Vikings.
Sinking and Leaps in an I formation. Wing back left is Colin Nimrod. Scurring takes, gives to Leaps, and a flag is thrown. It's a legal procedure against Decorah. That'll be the second penalty of the night for the Vikings. 52 seconds to play till halftime. 1st and 10. Back to the 6-yard line.
Penalty, probably not as big a deal as it would be maybe in a different portion of the game, just because North Fayette Valley is out of timeouts. As long as you hang on to the ball here, and the Vikings seem pretty content with going in with the score 6-0. As long as you can hang on to the ball, you're going to run out the clock here in the first half.
I formation in the backfield. Scurring under his center, Carter Zidlicki. Nimrod going back left side. Give up the middle of Jacob Leaps. He's tripped up and down he goes at the 8-yard line. Leaps gets 2. North Fayette Valley powerless to stop the clock right now. So Decorah basically needs to snap it one more time, and this will be the first half.
Okay, I'm taking the headset off.
So, it's 2nd and 15 from the 8-yard line. Scurrying and sinking, split behind. Blake Scurrying, he takes, gives to Leaps off the left side, and he'll get ahead to the 10-yard line, and that'll be the first half. 6-0 North Fayette. Decorah had a good first offensive series, and ever since that time, the North Fayette Valley defense has responded very, very well, and North Fayette Valley controlling this thing since about the midway point of quarter number 1, Chris.
Yeah, that first possession for Decorah to open up the game, it looked like they were a team not playing with any expectation out there, coming out kind of playing it fast and loose, but they were hitting their assignments at the same time, drove it all the way down, didn't get any points out of it, but since then And, maybe it was a matter of North Fayette Valley making adjustments to a few looks they weren't prepared for, or, whatever the case. But you're right, Darren. Since then, that North Fayette Valley defense has really stifled Decorah.
All right, it is 6-0 North Fayette Valley. Adam Riley, our conversation next on Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC. 42-0 margin again. We are on FM 100.5 and AM 1240 KDEC right now. If you're on the AM side and it hits 10 o'clock, flip over to the FM and you'll have the rest of the game. Derek Keener, Ben Martin back deep to field the kick of Andy Sinkig, kicking from left to right to restart the ball game. There's the approach and the kick. This one coming out of the center of the field. Martin takes it at the 10. Runs throws right to the 15. To the far side, numbers in the 20. Gets by a man at the 25. Dances forward. He hits Tim Winter and gets knocked back from the 25-yard line. So that'll be first down and 10 for North Fayette from that point. And I got to apologize. The kid that caught the touchdown pass, Jared Bauschka. Bauschka here in Fayette County. It's Bauschka in other areas. It's Bauschka here in Fayette County. And it's Pat Truman's cousin, so I better be nice to him. So first down and 10. North Fayette Valley moving right to left offensively from the 26-yard line. Here is the give from her out to Mackey, left side, his 18th total of the game, and he gets brought down in the center of the field by Garrett Wise at the 30-yard line. But Mackey there getting that 4 yards in a cloud of dust, Chris.
And another thing we didn't necessarily mention a lot in the first half was when Mackey gets the ball, there were a few times where Decorah defenders were trying to tackle him up high, and with a guy that big, that just doesn't work.
Might have seen some lightning off in the distance, but school officials did not see it. So second down and 6. Here's a give on a sweep to the left side. Austin Demuth gets it back, turning upfield across the 25 to the 30, 35, near sideline to the 40, and knocked out of bounds. Eric Severson knocks him to the sideline at the 48-yard line. Demuth with a gain of 18 and a first down. Derek Keener paved the way out front, and it's nice to see that your 1,500-yard back can plow a few people.
Yeah, exactly, but not a great example of the fundamental football Coach Friedoff mentioned during that halftime interview there. A few missed tackles on this near sideline that time for the Vikings.
They mark it at the North Fayette Valley 47 as they move right to left. Football on the left or near side. Hash marks first and 10 from the 48-yard line. Three backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Hurd takes the snap, gives to Mackey, and Mackey is knocked back from the 49-yard line. Corey Anderson had first contact. Leaps and Wise clean up from the linebacking court. It's a gain of 2.
And that time they both did a good job of starting out with that low pad level, hitting the ball carrier low, driving back, and once you've got his momentum stopped, then you can pile on the top half of the body.
So second down and 9 will be from the 49-yard line. Minute and a half into the second half. It is a 6-0 lead for North Fayette Valley. Trevor Hurd to Jared Bauschka for a 25-yard touchdown pass at the halfway point of the second quarter. 3 backs in the backfield and 2 tight ends. Football left or near side, hash mark. Hurd takes the snap, puts it in the belly of Mackey, moves forward off right tackle, and he'll get to the 40-yard line and get a first down. Colin Nimrod with the stop.
A lot of running room at the point of attack on that one for Mackey, and you mentioned it a little bit earlier in the broadcast, Darren. Once he gets his momentum going forward, he's very, very tough to stop.
First and 10 from the 40-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield and 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage. Hurd takes the snap, gives to Keener on the right side, breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, breaks another one at the 35, gets to the sideline and got dragged down by Garrett Wise outside the numbers at the 27-yard line. Keener with a gain of 13 and a first down.
Couple more missed opportunities at the point of attack where the Vikings had some chances to make the tackle, couldn't get it done.
First and 10, 27-yard line, 2 minutes into the second half, a 6-0 lead for North Fayette Valley. Wing back right is Demuth, split back to the backfield. Hurd drops the snap, and it's recovered by Decorah. Hurd with his second fumble on it, recovering the fumble was Corey Anderson for Vikings.
Big possibility now, Darren, to turn that turnover into a momentum changer in this game. You know, you come out, you're kind of getting pushed around again on this first drive of the second half, but now you force the turnover, and let's see if that can breathe some life into this offensive unit.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Wing left, split backs with Sinking and Leaps. Tight end on the right side is Severson. Underneath center is Skring. Takes, gives to Nimrod on wing back split. It's a block from Gosker. 45. Gets hit by Cleve and dragged out at the 37-yard line. Collin able to get 8 on the first down play.
Nice play there. Thought about cutting it, or bouncing it outside, I should say, for a second. Saw the blocking developing on the edge, cut it back inside, made a nice gain.
So 2nd down and 2 from the 37-yard line. LaRue to the left side, wing back left is Nimrod. Tight end on the right side for Decorah is a new player in the game right now. That is Marshall Johnson. Split back to the backfield. Give the reach right side. Plows over the defender across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Pat Keenan brought him down between the numbers and the hash mark on the near side. Gain of 10 to a first down. Leaps had 13 yards in the first half. Gets 10 yards in his first play of quarter number 3.
Just the type of run you'd expect to see out of a guy like Jacob Leaps. We've talked about how he's kind of a perfect fit for this offensive system, and he shows it right there.
1st and 10, 47-yard line. 3 minutes into the second half. 6-0 North Fayette Valley. Rain starting to fall once again. Drake Skring is under center. He takes the snap. Gives out the left side to Sinking, and he gets knocked back. Ethan Lake. Tyler Joe Hansen brings him down at the 45-yard line as they tried to run the trap play, and it leads us to.
Problem there again was right at the line of scrimmage. Barely had the handoff in his hands before he was buried under a pile of defenders.
2nd and 12 from the 45-yard line. 6-0 North Fayette. It's starting to pour once again. 2nd and 12 from the 45-yard line in Decorah territory. Scoring under his center, Zidlicki and Marshall Johnson moved early on the offensive line, so that's 3 penalties for Decorah on the night, or 4 penalties now for 20 yards. So a 2nd and 12 becomes a 2nd down and 17. Back to the 40-yard line. 8:27 to play here in the 3rd. Vikes getting shut out to this point. They trail at 6-0. To the left side will go Heffern. Wing left is Nimrod. I formation, Sinking and Leaps. Tight end right side, Marshall Johnson. Football in the center of the field. Give to Leaps up the middle. Plaza ahead to the 45. Derek Keener brought him down. Gain of 5, 3rd and 12.
You get the penalty yardage back there, Darren, but the problem is now you're still not in a manageable 3rd down situation. So you got to think the Vikings will look to air it out on this play.
And I see North Fayette Valley Athletic Director Ron Emo is on the sidelines. There was some lightning there that nobody apparently caught. The 3rd down and 12 from the 45-yard line as the rain beginning to fall once again. Skring bobbles the snap, picks it up once again, runs to the 15 to the 45, gets brought down at the 46-yard line into Decorah territory. It's a gain on the play of 9, and 4th down upcoming, 4th down about 3. And Drake Skring did a good job making something out of nothing there.
Yeah, bounced off a tackle, made a nice play, and you got to seriously think about going for it here, and it looks like they're going to.
So, 4th down and 3 it'll be. 5 minutes into the second half. It's a 6-0 lead for North Fayette Valley. 4th and 3 for Decorah. We have 1 on 4th down. Give to Leaps. No screen. Keeps it right side. Gets dumped. On the near side numbers by Jared Bashka at the 47-yard line. It's a loss of 2.
Same type of play action fake to the fullback up the middle. Drake tried to keep it. That time North Fayette Valley not fooled.
The rain starting to come down heavily. 6:53 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 for North Fayette Valley at the 46-yard line. Three backs in the backfield. 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage. Trevor Hurd will be under center. There's the give off the right side to a new back in the game. We'll get as far as the 49-yard line. That new back is Brody Woods. He was brought down by Tim Winter.
Not quite the same type of power runner as we see Mackey trot back onto the field here for North Fayette Valley.
2nd and 7 will be from the 49-yard line. It's coming down in buckets. Second and 7 from the North Fayette Valley 49-yard line. Here's her, takes the snap, gives to Mackey, runs the left side, moves ahead to the 46-yard line, knocked back by Aaron Severson and a plethora of others there. But it'll get from the North Fayette Valley 49 to the Decorah 46, a gain of 5. So a third down and 2 upcoming. So North Fayette Valley just methodically moving the football once again.
Perfect example there by the Viking defense of that gang tackling philosophy. One or two players securing the tackle, the rest coming in, consistently, persistently trying to rip that ball out of Mackey's arms.
How can that lightning be ignored? That's ridiculous. Third down and 2 from the 45. Give to Mackey running up the middle, and he'll get as far as the 40-yard line, and it'll be a first down. That was some big-time strike lightning, and Ron Emo, the athletic director with the lightning detector, is going to run out to Charlie's arm. This game has to be stopped after that.
Absolutely.
It was asinine that wasn't noticed, to be honest with you. It was absolutely asinine that wasn't noticed to begin with, and both teams are going to get pulled off the field. 5:36 to play, and it's coming down in a deluge here now. It's coming down in a deluge as the fans will scurry back to the associated rounds. Coaches up here in the press box will get their rain gear on, and Chris, you and I can just hang up here a while.
It's, if there's one huge perk to being up here with you, Darren, it's that I can stay out of the rain when this kind of stuff happens.
6-0 North Fayette. We're at the 5:36 mark of the third quarter. The North Fayette Valley will have a first down and 10 at the Decorah 41-yard line. When play resumes, it will be at least a half an hour. So we're about ready to get things underway. Once again, it'll be first and 10 for North Fayette Valley. They will move right to left here in the third quarter at the 41-yard line, and the clock will wind. They'll come back in a three-back set. Keener, Martin, and Demuth, and Mackey will be in the backfield. Give to Keener at the right side. Runs into Corey Anderson and gets knocked back from the 42-yard line. A loss of 2 on that play to Derek Keener.
Looked like the play was a little broken there, but I think you can attribute that to the penetration from the Decorah defensive line, and coming out of that delay, it certainly looked on that play like the Vikings, especially on that defensive line, had a lot more push, a little more energy on that play.
Second and 12, it will be for North Fayette Valley from the 42-yard line. 3 backs and 2 tight ends. Football on the right or far side hash mark. Give to Mackey right side. Plows ahead up the far side hash mark and gets dragged down. Colin Nimrod got to him first. Tim Winter finished him off. And it will be a play to the 36-yard line. And a player is injured for North Fayette Valley as Mackey got to the 36. It's a gain of 7. 3rd and 5 upcoming. Walk-on has lost to Southwind by a 34-12 margin. 3rd and 5 from the 36-yard line.
Another third down situation here. We talked about it during the weather delay. The Vikings have to take care of these third down opportunities.
4.5 to play in the third quarter. 6-0 North Fayette. 3rd and 5 from the 36-yard line. Full house backfield, tail to tandem is Keener. He'll try to bounce it left to the outside. He's hit and wrapped up and brought down at the 35-yard line. First to the football for Decorah that time was Zach Lee. He's replacing Jake Hubman at the safety position, and it's 4th down. Only the 3rd time in 10 tries Decorah has stopped North Fayette on a 3rd down attempt.
Great third down stop on that play, Darren, but with the ball on the 35-yard line of Decorah, clearly going to be 4-down territory. North Fayette Valley keeping the offense out on the field. Time for the Viking defense to step up for a third play in a row.
4th and 4 from the 35-yard line. 3 backs and 2 tight ends. And Decorah jumps into the neutral zone. Oh, boy. Corey Anderson jumped into the neutral zone, so that will give North Fayette Valley a free first down, or so it appears.
Might be just short.
It is a first down. And, Corey wanted to make a play there. You can't fault him for the effort, but got to be disciplined in that case.
Got to be disciplined. You got to, you got to give North Fayette Valley credit also, being, aware enough to make that a 2 count.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Hurd takes the snap, busted play. He'll roll to the left side, tries to bounce it left to the outside of the 30, and gets brought down near the sideline. Knocked out of bounds, in fact, by Colin Nimrod at the 28. Some back or Hurd turned the wrong direction there, and it ends up being a gain of 2.
Yeah, definitely a broken play there. Looked initially like it was going to be a loss, but Hurd making something out of nothing there, using his blockers down the field to kind of shield off some defenders, ends up picking up 2 yards.
2nd and 8 from the 28-yard line. 3 minutes to play here in the third. 6-0 North Fayette. Power I set to the right. Keener, the tail of the 3, some 2 tight ends. Football left or near side hash mark. Give to Keener right side behind blocking. Good hesitation move, and he gets brought down in the center of the field at the 24-yard line. The stop to Eric Severson. It's a 3rd and 4 upcoming.
And, again, same situation here. It's a 3rd down. You got to get a stop. Obviously, like we said on the earlier sequence in the drive, it's going to be 4-down territory here for the Tiger Hawks, but if you want to get off the field, you got to start here on 3rd down.
2:39 to play in the third. 6-0 North Fayette. 3rd down and 4 from the 24-yard line. Football in the center of the field. Wing back right is Demuth. Keener and Mackey. A backfield tandem. Give to Keener running the right side. He'll get to a 22-yard line. Get dragged out. Right there at the 22. Jacob Leaps brought him down at that time. It's a 4th and 2 upcoming for North Fayette Valley, leading 6-0 as we approach the 2-minute mark of the third.
And this is, again, you really can't overstate the importance of these types of situations in the ball game. 4th and 2. Decorah defense has yet to show tonight that they can kind of bow their neck and make a big play in this type of situation. But this would be a great time to start.
North Fayette Valley 2 of 2 on 4th down conversions. 4th and 2 from the 22. 3 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Hurd takes the snap, gives out the left side to Mackey, plows ahead to near the 20-yard line. Will depend on the spot of the football based on the reaction of the Tiger Hawks and everybody else. It appears to be a 1st down. Tim Winter off the bottom of the pile. They'll mark him at the 19.
Good penetration there from the front 7 of the Vikings, but we've harped on it a lot tonight. The size of Mackey just makes him really hard to stop once he gets that forward momentum going.
1.5 to play in the third. 6-0 North Fayette. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. 2 receivers right. Wing back right is Demuth. Here is the give to Mackey. Runs up the middle. He's hit by Corey Anderson and dragged down at the 19-yard line. Gain of 0. Anderson playing reasonably well at that defensive tackle position tonight.
Yeah, and a nice stop there. Got him wrapped up right at the point of attack and just didn't let go. Textbook play from a defensive tackle.
2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. In fact, 2nd and 9 from the 18-yard line based on the spot of the football. 2 receivers to the right side. Demuth, a wing back right. Wing back left is Keener. Mackey will be the lone setback. Hurd under center. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Keener. Tries to bounce it right to the outside. Turns up at the numbers to the 15. Breaks inside the 10 and gets covered up. Near the 9-yard line will be a 1st down. Keener with some awfully nice interference was brought down by Aaron Severson. A gain of 9.
Got to the edge that time and used his blocks very well, picking up another 1st down for North Fayette Valley on this drive, and goal-to-go situation now set up for this Decorah defense.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line. 40 seconds to play in the third. 6-0 North Fayette. A couple of delays of about an hour each. One at the start of today's game, one here in the middle of the third quarter. Clave to the right side, split right in the slot is Baumler. Hurd takes the snap, gives to Mackey, breaks the tackle off the right side, gets brought down on the far side, numbers at the 5-yard line. Garrett Wise, the primary defender, a gain of 4.
And Mackey again shedding quite a bit of contact right at the line of scrimmage, but making yards after contact, which we've seen a ton of tonight.
17th play of the drive coming up, and the 4th quarter is upon us. We'll keep it here during the break. It is a 6-0 lead for North Fayette Valley. And they're on the doorstep once again. It'll be a 2nd and goal at the Decorah 5 when we resume play. This drive has been 17 plays, 54 yards, 6:53 of game time. Of actual time, it's been about an hour 6.
That's the longest drive I've ever heard of.
Yeah. When football games are 60 minutes, it's hard to have that. West Delaware leading Western Dubuque 40-14. And that is the one score of interest I just found right now. New Hampton has defeated Cresco 35-0, and New Hampton or Southland has defeated Walk-On, next week's opponent, by a count of 34-12. Waverly Shell Rock up with 10:13 to play in the fourth quarter, 24-13 on Waterloo East. Solon ends Iowa City Regina's 56-game winning streak tonight, 29-28 in overtime. Turkey Valley started 8-man football with a 54-8 win over Rockford tonight. Second and goal at the 8-yard line, they say. As North Fayette Valley moving to the end zone to our right. Tight end right is Ballmer. Tight end left is Bauschka. Power I set to the right with Mackey, Demuth, and Keener. Give to Keener behind Mackey left side. Hit by Lynch and Tim Winter brought him down as well as Leach back to the 10-yard line and lost a yard.
That's a great play by that tandem right there. Winter and Leaps getting penetration past the line of scrimmage, busting into the backfield, and setting up North Fayette Valley with a loss.
3rd and 9 from the Decorah 9-yard line, 11:33 to play. North Fayette Valley leading 6-0. They did not attempt a field goal last year. It's been a while since they have. 3 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends, football in the center of the field. Hurd under center, takes the snap, keeps it on the option left side. He'll look to turn upfield at the 5, lunging to the goal line. He is in. Touchdown. Trevor Hurd on a 9-yard touchdown run, and it's a 12-0 lead for North Fayette Valley with 11:12 to play.
Play action fake worked exactly like they wanted it to there. Just the fake give to the fullback up the middle. Hurd, the quarterback, keeping it off the left side. There was only one defender out there who was eventually eaten up by a blocker.
54 yards in 15 plays. It takes 7 minutes and 47 seconds off the clock. 2 receivers right, wing back right. Here's the give to Keener on a 2-point attempt, looking to turn upfield, tries to cut it back, does so, and lunges to the goal line for the score. As Keener gets the 2-point conversion, and it's a full 2-score lead for North Fayette Valley, 14-0 with 11:12 to play. Again, Decorah has not had a first down since the initial drive of the game.
Well, this is definitely a situation, Darren, where you're going to need to start picking up some first downs because 2 scores down now in the fourth quarter. Not only do you have to score 2 times, you have to do it fairly quickly, within the span of these last 11 minutes.
Jake Hubden out with an injury this early in the season. No use risking anything with the weather conditions. So the Vikes will be without him for the rest of the night.
11:12 left in the fourth quarter.
11:12 to play, and North Fayette Valley will have pop and kick off from left to right. We'll see who Decorah sends back with Hubden injured. It'll be Nimrod back deep, and it looks like Andy Sinkink will go back with it.
Hour and a half for that play, for that series.
What do you mean? I thought Wise was just in.
So, popping, ready to restart the game, kicking from left to right. Here's the approach and the kick. This one coming down to Colin Nimrod, center of the field at the 15, lets the wall set up, he runs to the 25-40, he's slow 35-40, tries to cut it back, lost his footing, and went down at the 37-yard line. Colin Nimrod covered up on the play by Woods, nice return of 24 yards, and Colin A little slow in getting up, but he appears to be all right.
Looked like he might have cramped a little bit there. Kind of let his plant foot get a little too far under him. Too bad because he had quite a bit of space in front of him, but looks fine now as he's coming out to split to the left side.
Decorah right to left, trailing 14-0 with 11:06 to play. Receivers left and right. Wing back on the right side, Eric Severson. Split backs with leaps and sinking. Drake Schering takes the snap. Retreats in the pocket, throws left side. Catch made by Nimrod out to the 45-yard line. Tackle between the numbers and the hash mark by Keener. It's a gain of 8 yards.
First completion of the night for the Vikings, and a good time for that play call. You don't have to necessarily go all pass here at this point in the game, but that softens up that run defense for sure.
2nd and 2 from the 45. Football left or near side hash mark. Aaron Severson to the right. To the left is Nolan Heffern. Wing back left is Colin Nimrod. Leaps and sinking. Split behind Schering. Short drop by Drake. Looks to the right side. Everything's covered. He scrambles up the middle. He runs to the 50. Gets inside the 45. Plows ahead. And down he goes. They're going to mark him in the vicinity of the 42-yard line. Brady Woods, the man that brought him down. A gain of 13 on a first down. Good scramble by Drake.
Yeah, it was a short drop. There were slants on both sides. Once he made the read, saw neither of those were going to be available. Did the smart thing, immediately tucked it, picked up a big first down.
1st and 10 from the North Fayette Valley 42. Severson right, Heffern left, Nimrod wingback left. I formation with leaps and with sinking. Here is the give to sinking. Loses control of the football, and it's covered up by Josh Mackey of North Fayette Valley at the 37-yard line.
You can say it's a wet ball, it's a wet field, but that's that's one of those things. That's a routine quarterback running back exchange. That play just needs to be made right there, Darren.
Yep. 10 to play. North Fayette Valley gets the football back, leading 14-0 on a crazy night to open up high school football for 2014. 3 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Here is Hurd taking the snap, dropping back to throw, rolling out to his left side, can't find anybody open. Pumps, gets by one man, turns upfield and knocks out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Garrett Wise, the man that got to him, and it's a gain of 4 yards.
Scrambling there, it looked like that was one of those situations where you kind of try to grab the momentum immediately after a turnover. Couldn't find anyone downfield, and was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they actually rolled him out to the left that time too.
Yeah.
10:01 to play. Turnover now +1 for Decorah. Decorah has fumbled once and been intercepted once. 2 fumbles and 1 interception for North Fayette Valley. Give to Mackey, the money man, left side. He'll run across the 40 up to the 44-yard line. Brought down on the far side numbers. They'll mark him at the 43. Call it a gain on the play of 6 yards. So it's 3rd down, 4 upcoming at the 43.
Very accurate description there, Darren. Definitely Mackey, how North Fayette Valley has made the majority of their money offensively tonight.
3rd and 3 from the 44. They're 7 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. Here is Hurd taking the snap, gives up the middle to Mackey, tripped up the line of scrimmage, lunges ahead to the 47-yard line, close enough to the first down to perhaps measure. Chris Hartman in on the stop. And actually it will be a 4th down as they mark it just shy of the 47. You got to get across the 47 to get the first down. So 4th and inches upcoming. This is one of those situations where you can make a really good play defensively and it might not matter.
Exactly. With just inches to go, we've seen it a little bit earlier in this game even.
Hurd with 2 backs and a wing back right. Hurd takes the snap, gives to Mackey left side, lunging ahead. He'll fight forward and get to near the 50-yard line, and he got it on 3rd effort, and it will be a first down on a gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, he was knocked back, but it's the forward progress that ends up getting him the first down on that play.
1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. 8:57 to play, 14-0 North Fayette Valley. Decorah has not been shut out since week number 3 of 2006 against Waukon. Garrett Wise is injured. Winter will return at the linebacking core. The back judge saw the injury, so he blew the play dead. Now coming into the lineup on the defensive line for Decorah is James Lang, and Corey Anderson will come out. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Give off the left side. No Hurd keeps it, and he gets hit hard and knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but Anderson did not get off the field in time. And the head linesman threw the flag, so that will be a substitution infraction. Hurd got one, but it won't count. And we'll see. They are going to give you a substitution infraction on Decorah. So it'll be a 1st and 5 from the Decorah 45-yard line. James Lane coming out for football his senior year. Most people know him for what he does on the basketball court, but nice to see him out for football senior. Giving a sweep right side to Derek Keener with interference out front. He gets across the 45 to the 41-yard line, dragged down by Nolan Hefford on a nice open field stop at the 41-yard line, a gain of 4. So it's a 2nd down and 1 upcoming.
Good pursuit there from Hefford coming from across the formation, making the play right along the sideline.
And that's where North Fayette Valley is pretty good, because you got your between the tackles guy and Mackey, you got your guy to the outside and Keener, and you got enough other weapons that it's going to be tough to defend. 2nd down and 1 at the 41-yard line. Hurd takes the snap, gives to DeMuth running the left side, got by one defender, and LaRue knocks him back from the 42-yard line, so DeMuth brings it brought down after he lost a yard. So it's 3rd down and 2 upcoming. That time Decorah had some pretty good lateral pursuit, but I mean, you're facing some good backs tonight, but tackling's got to get better on this team.
Yeah, there's definitely been a few instances we've seen, Darren, where it's not only one missed tackle, it's multiple missed tackles on the same play. And you know, I think that as the coaching staff goes back, looks at the tape from this game, that'll definitely be something they want to address.
7:12 to play. It's 14-0, and North Fayette Valley, I believe, is going to take a timeout on a 3rd down and 2. So the Decorah defense will come over and talk to defensive coordinator Pat Truman, and North Fayette Valley. We'll talk to head coach Bob Lape on the far sideline. And you brought up the point, I think it's a great one, and people talk about balanced offense and diversified offense. Most of the time you're talking about run and pass with the balance. With a team like North Fayette Valley, they've established so many threats. The Mackey between the tackles, Keener, DeMuth, and Martin have had some nice runs. Hurd does a nice job of being an athlete at the quarterback position. You've got a lot of weapons to defend even within the running game of North Fayette Valley. So sometimes you can have a diverse offense and maybe not have that 50-50 run-pass balance. You just got so many weapons, and if you involve them the right way, you're going to be tough to beat. And for a team that was 2nd in the state in running the football last year, they obviously know what they're doing.
Exactly. It's having different kinds of threats and playing to their strengths.
FM 100.5, KDEC FM Decorah. Give to Mackey left side, lost his footing a bit and lunges ahead to the 41-yard line. Tripped up there by, I believe it was Chris Hartman, so it'll be a 4th down and about a yard upcoming as Mackey brought down after a gain of about a yard.
Measurement.
Going to be a measurement here,
and
Darren.
actually, they are going to measure.
Onto each other because we just our initial first steps.
So, 4th and a yard from the Decorah 41-yard line. 6:53 to play in this one. This is FM 100.5, KDEC FM Decorah. Darren Swenson from the Steve Story Sports Complex at North Fayette Valley High School. The Tiger Hawks leading the Vikings by a 14-0 margin for opening night of 2014. In fact, it is going to be a 1st down for North Fayette Valley. 6:53 left. They took over with 10:10 left. We've brought it up a few times tonight, Chris. Bottom line is North Fayette Valley, one of those teams that basically does to Decorah what Decorah does to a lot of other teams. Double wing set, Mackey lone set back 2 tight ends. DeMuth in motion. DeMuth gets the handoff, runs to the left side, turns up between the numbers and the hash mark on the far side, and he gets brought down at the 37-yard line. DeMuth with a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 upcoming.
Yeah, and going off that point there, and a 14-0 game, obviously there hasn't been a lot of scoring plays, but North Fayette Valley has just made more of the important plays in terms of whether it's getting off the field on 3rd down or converting on 3rd down offensively. They've just, done more to be successful tonight.
2nd and 7 from the 37-yard line. 3 backs in backfield, 2 tight ends. Give up the middle is to Mackey. Squeezes through between guard and center, and he gets brought down at the 33. So Mackey with a gain of 3 off the bottom of the pile. Garrett Wise for Decorah. Good to see him back in. So 3rd and 3 for North Fayette Valley.
And part of the reason they've been so successful on 3rd and 4th down is because of situations like this where, you're in 4 down territory, So, on a 3rd and 3 play, you can feel pretty good about your chances on getting 3 yards in 2 plays.
3rd and 3 from the 33-yard line. Flags fly, and I think the Tiger Hawks might have moved early. They did. Illegal procedure on North Fayette Valley. 3rd and 8, it will be from the 38-yard line.
Now this is a situation for the Vikings where 3rd and 8, if you can make one of those big plays and maybe push this back to a 4th and 10 or maybe keep it at 4th and 8, you give yourself a lot better shot at getting off the field on these next 2 plays.
So 3rd and 8 it will be from the 38-yard line. 5:17 left. It's 14-0 Decorah, trailing North Fayette Valley. Here is the pitch to Keener, left side, runs into a couple of Vikings and gets brought down on the far side hash mark, or the far side numbers at the 41. It's a loss of 3. Tim Winter responding well.
And now, 4th down coming up. Looks like it's going to be 4th and about 10 or 11. You have to make this play basically to keep hope alive in this ball game.
4th and 11 from the 41-yard line. Now, if you're North Fayette Valley, do you even punt in this situation? Because, in fact, they are.
Heels on the 10.
Phil Clave will be on in punt formation. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward. He'll get the kick away. He'll angle it to the far sideline. It bounces near the 15 and bounces right on the sideline. In fact, they're going to mark him at the 19-yard line. So, punt of 22, no return. 4:25 left. Vikings trailing 14-0. 1st and 10 from their own 19, right to left as the rain starts to fall again.
And obviously there with a 14-0 lead, you'd rather set Decorah up here inside their own 20 than possibly get stopped on 4th down and set them up around the 40-yard line.
Heffern to the left, Nimrod to the right. I formation, leaps and sinking. Wing back right is Eric Severson, football writer, far side hash mark. Schering takes the snap, busted play. Either the back or the quarterback went the wrong way, and Drake got dragged down right at the 19, no gain.
Broken play right there, and whether it's maybe the lack of experience on this offensive group, whether it's just bad communication, not something that we should be seeing, at this point.
2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. Nimrod left, LaRue right, split back, Sinkink and leaves. Severson a wing back right side of the line. Schering takes the snap, retreats in the pocket. He's hit. He got away from one man. He scrambles to his left side. He looks to turn upfield. He gets across the 20, gets smothered near the 25-yard line. Drake getting some tough yardage there. Ben Martin finished him off, a gain of 6.
He did well to spin out of what looked like a sure sack, tucked it and ran, and we've seen him do it a few times tonight where he's able to tuck it, kind of make something out of nothing. So that's definitely a positive to take out of this game from the quarterback spot.
3rd and 4 from the 25-yard line, 3:13 to play. 14-0 North Fayette Valley. Receivers left and right, split backs in the backfield. Wing left is Colin Nimrod. Long count at the line, and Schering takes the snap, drops back to throw. He'll fire the right side. The catch is made. Eric Severson has it across the 30. and plows ahead across the 35 and brought down right there at the 35. A gain of 10 and a first down.
Wobbly pass due to the wet conditions here, but nice job by Severson to haul it in, picking up a first down for the Vikes.
And he was defended pretty well on the play as well. 2:53 left, 14-0 North Fayette Valley. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. To the left side, LaRue. To the right side is Nimrod. Wing left is Severson. Split backs with Sinking and with Leaps. Skirring takes the snap, drops back to throw. Pressure's coming. He'll roll to his right side. He'll dump it right, and the sliding grab is made at the 39-yard line on the far side. Numbers by Colin Nimrod for a gain of 4. Second and 6 upcoming at the 39-yard line. 2:20 to play.
Once we get back in the next set of downs, maybe. So we have all 3.
Heifer on the left, Severson right. Football rider far side, hash mark, Nimrod, wing back left, split backs with Leaps and with Sinking. Give up the middle, the Leaps runs ahead across the 40 and brought down at the 45-yard line, and a flag flies from the umpire after the Leaps was tackled at the 47. Gain of 8.
North Fayette player down after the play. Not sure if that has anything to do with the penalty.
And a roll of chop block on Decorah.
Okay, here's your draw.
Chop block against Decorah, and that's going to be a big one.
Not a call you see all too often anymore.
And I'll say this as an official, it's not a call that happens enough, because it happens more than it is called. The flag came at the 36, so it goes all the way back to the 21-yard line. Second and 24. And they're actually going to mark it at the 23. They did do it from the original line like they should have. Second and 21 from the 23-yard line, minute 56 to play. LaRue to the left side, I formation in the backfield. Skirring takes the snap, draw. Andy Sinkick, left side, 25-30 to the near side, hash mark to the 35, and dragged down from behind. Andy Sinkick gets a gain of 17. One play to play.
I think clearly the most productive running play of the night for the Vikings. And in a situation where the opponent might be expecting pass, usually a draw play is something you see there.
3rd and 4 from the 38-yard line, 1:18 to play in this one, 14-0 North Fayette Valley. Receivers left and right. Football left or near side, hash mark. Tight end left is Severson, dropping a throw, Skirring, trying to set up a screen pass left side, and he gets dumped. Back at the 25-yard line, Nick Ballmer on the sack. It's a loss of 13.
Tried to set up a screen there, but and honestly, they got it usually exactly what you're looking for when you're setting up a screen, which is for that pressure to come up the middle, but it just never developed, and Drake really had nowhere to go.
It was almost like the Tiger Hawks had about 14 guys on the field that time. 4th and 19 from the 25-yard line. And Jacob Leaps is going to punt. And Sinking's going to punt. Actually, the punt goes over his head, and he will pick it up at the 1-yard line and get tackled right there. Bad snap from Carter Zedlicki. It was over the head of Andy Sinking, and Andy didn't have a prayer on that one.
No. Just way over his head on the snap, and they end up backed up on their own goal line. You wouldn't expect North Fayette to rub any dirt in the wound here and go in for a score. You'd almost expect them to just take a knee and run out the clock here.
They're going to mark it at the 2. 25 seconds left. Decorah will lose their opening game. Something I had talked about on the blog earlier this week. Last 10 openers for Decorah, they're only 6-4, so no time to panic yet. And it's going to be a victory formation, and they're going to call a delay of game on that. Are you kidding me? They're taking a knee. Keep the flag in the pocket back, Judge. My goodness. Why?
I mean, at that point, the only thing that's delaying the game is throwing the flag.
Exactly. Game management. New quarterback in the game. This is Kendrick Bemis. He'll go down to one knee, and that'll be that. 14-0. North Fayette Valley will get the victory tonight. And we'll get off the air here pretty quickly. Go to our YouTube channel later on tonight for a post-game interview with Coach Post. In this one, Chris, another night to open the season. Final thoughts on this one from your perspective?
I think in general, the lack of experience we talked about coming in for Decorah basically started to shine through during the latter stages of the first half and then in the second half. I mean, that first offensive drive, there were definitely some good things to take away from that. And I think on both sides of the ball, there were things that, you're going to look at the tape and they're going to come out as positives. But obviously, there's going to be a lot of things to work on. And, I guess I'll end the night with yet another football cliche. They say that the most improvement is made from week 1 to week 2. And, for the Vikings, you got to hope that holds true.
All right, Chris, nice job by you tonight and many facets of broadcasting. And enjoy your trip to Aberdeen next week. And we'll talk to you next Friday. And I'll have a Diet Coke for some caffeine next Friday waiting for you.
Sounds good.
Chris Wallace exiting the broadcast. Many people thank to make it possible. First and foremost, Ryan Delahan for allowing us to simulcast and flip the switch and getting on the air tonight. We also want to thank our advertisers, good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. So without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. Lastly, and most importantly, we thank you. That's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If not, the outcome, North Fayette Valley wins it 14-0. Next week, it's Decorah and Walk-On in the home opener. It is a 7 o'clock pregame and a 7:30 kickoff for that one. So, for Chris Wanless, Darren Swenson, so long from West Union. Thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll talk to you next Friday night.
Oh, boy.